Yes, Kiran, I'm fine. Kiran, how are you? Guys, all of you get my voice on screen. Please confirm to me. If you're attending in online, please confirm to me, guys. All of you get my voice on screen. Guys, please check it. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Right. Good morning, guys. Guys, are very less members are coming today. Why? Huh? I'm not getting right. It's not because of that reason. All these people are Krishnudus, right? Krishnas, Krishnudus. Okay. I don't think so. Because of Krishnasmi, people are not coming to the class. I think so because of assignment. Huh? Right. Right, sir. So, all of you completed assignments, right? How many of you are ready to submit? Raise your hands. Okay. All of you are getting printouts. Some people have already submitted that soft copy to my Facebook page. No problem. Even if you submit that soft copy, okay, accepted. But those who completed already assignment, at the end of the class, keep this assignment here or give that assignment to me. I'll check it definitely. I'll check it. And what I'm telling is, whose assignment is very good, I'm going to keep that assignment in my personal material. I want to keep that. In my library, I want to keep that. So, anyway, then if you want to have your assignment in my library, then maintain properly that. I'll keep it. I want to have one copy of that. I want to keep it. Right, sir. Now, so coming to the content, right, sir. It's a very good, very big confusion, sir, today. That Krishnashtami is a today or tomorrow is a confusion. And some people are saying today, and in Google, if you check for it, no, that was there on tomorrow. Today only. Right, sir. Even my office people also, they are saying tomorrow, sir. Like that. But I said to them, today might be. Then 8:30 people have given intimation to me. Today is a festival. Okay, sir. No problem. Coming to the content. So what I completed there in the last class? Yes, sir. What I completed in the last class? Now tell me. I think so. We are discussing about input and output statements. And before this input and output statements, and what we have to do now, language fundamentals we are discussing. In language fundamentals, almost all the concepts we completed. Right, sir. Now tell me, sir, overall, which concepts are available in language fundamentals? Now observe this clearly. Right, sir. Right, sir. So in language fundamentals, we are having the concepts like which one? Tokens are available. After these tokens, then what about the next one here? No? And the tokens, data types, typecasting, and Python statements. So these concepts. And lastly, patterns concept is available that I'm going to be included here. Right, sir. One minute, sir. So, so tokens what we started already Tokens already we completed. Almost all overview of data types we completed. Next one is typecasting also we completed. In a typecasting, how many types of typecastings are available now? Tell me. Five types of typecastings are existed. What are the five types of typecastings there? First one is which one? Like that. And first one is which one? Int. Next one is which one? Float. Complex. Next one is bool. Next one is which one? STR. Already we completed all these types of typecastings. For these typecastings, we started with which one? Python statements. So under these Python statements, what are the various types of statements are existed? And first one is which one? General purpose statements. Next one is which one? Input and output statements. Third one is which one? Conditional statements. Fourth one is which one? Iterative statements. And fifth one is which one? Transfer statement. See, and one point here I'm talking with you. In Java, all these topics are before verbs. Strictly speaking, before Java. But in Python, all these topics are important topics and main concepts. And some people are sending to me, sir, still you did not started object orientation. Of course, this much of duration is completed. Still we are talking about fundamentals only. The topic headline is like that language fundamentals, no? But these are the main concepts inside the Python. But in Java, these are prerequisite for Java. The difference is we have to understand. Only two topics are remaining to complete core Python. Once we complete this core Python, then directly next one is which one? Advanced Python. Objective orientation will not be in the core Python. The objective orientation will be in which one? No, advanced Python. But in the case of the Java, Woods concept is a fundamental concept in the core Java. So don't compare with the Java exactly as it is. The syllabus point of view difference is available here. Understand it? We are not believing that as I know the total syllabus and as I know the total content, we are at the right track. Even though we've taken 3 to 4 days of gap, 4 to 5 days of gap now, but still in Python classes we are at the right track. We are giving. I'm taking these classes going on. The syllabus is going on effectively. No need to worry for that. We are not at lagging position. We are at leading position only. Understand it now? Why? Because these concepts are main concepts in Python, but in Java these are prerequisites. That's why by seeing the Java syllabus, we are thinking like that. That's why I'm telling to all of you clearly. Right, sir? Anyway, let us understand all these points clearly. So now, in a Python statement, general purpose statements we completed. Next one is which one? Input and output statements we started. After this input and output statements, we have to talk about which one? Conditional statements, iterative statements, and transfer statements. These many things here we have to start. All right, sir. Now, let us come for which one here? General purpose statements. These statements are very much common and very much frequent in Python applications. What are these statements actually? Declaring variables, declaring functions, declaring classes, creating objects for the classes, accessing variables and functions, and so on. These are existed clearly. Similarly, next one is input and output statements are available. And first we started with which one? Input statements. First we started with which one? Input. Input statements here we started. Next I will go for which one? Output statements. First here we are understanding input. What is this input actually? If we use any statement to provide input data to the Python applications, then the statements are called as which one? Input statement. Understand my point? In Python applications, we are able to provide three types of input data to the Python programs. What are the three types of input data here we are able to provide? First one is which one? Static input, and the second one is which one? Dynamic input. Third one is which one? Command line input or command line arguments. Same thing here we are able to provide. Right, sir. Right, sir. Now, here we have to understand static input. What is the meaning of the static input actually? If we provide input data to the Python applications at the time of writing programs, then that input data is called as which one? Static input. Static input. Right, sir. Examples for the static input is which one? While writing this program, I have given a is equal to 10, b is equal to 5, and print of add a plus b like a minus b and a star b like this we have taken. Now here I provided input data to my Python program at the time of writing this Python program. A is equal to 10, b is equal to 5. That we provided clearly. That is one point. Next one is which one? Then after that, we started with which one? No, dynamic input. Dynamic input here we started. What is the definition of given for dynamic input? Actually, dynamic input is which one? If we provide input to data to the program, if we provide input to data to the applications at runtime, not at design time. At the time of writing this program, if we provide input data to the program at the time of like executing our program, if you provide input data to the program, then that input is called as which one? No, dynamic input. Understand it clearly. That input is called as which one? No, dynamic input. Next one is to take dynamic input in Python applications, we have to use the following predefined functions. Online. All right, sir. So to take dynamic input in Python applications, we have to use the following predefined functions. One is which one? Row input, and other one is which one? Input. Row input, and second one is which one? Input. Right, sir. So now here, what is the difference between these two? Row input and input. What is the difference between these two? Observe carefully. In the Python 2.x version, two functions are available. Row input and input. Yes, sir, got my point or not? What is this row input? What is the meaning of this? It able to take any type of data in the form of string. You may enter numeric value. You may enter which one? Some bool value. You may enter some string value. Whatever it may be, any type of data we are able to get in the form of which one? String type. Good. But input is available. What is the meaning of this input now? It able to take the dynamic input in our required form. If we enter numeric value, direct numeric value we are able to get. If we enter float value, directly float value we are able to get. In our required form, we are able to get input by using which one? This input. After this clear. Right, sir. My point is which one after this? Right, sir. So input is which one? It able to take dynamic input in our required form. In our required form, we are able to get which one? Dynamic input. After this clear. Right, sir. This is the story in the case of which one? Python 2.x version. But if you compare this Python 3.x version, in Python 3.x version, row input is removed. It is not available. Row input is removed. It is not available. Only input is available. Moreover, what is its capability? In a Python 3.x version, only input function is available, which is same as row input in 2.x version. Which is same as row input in which one? 2.x version. Means that it able to read any type of input in the form of string type only. It able to read any type of input in the form of which one? String type only. This is the basic meaning of which one? Row input and as well as which one? Input. In a 2.x version and in a 3.x version. Clear. Right, sir. Now, this is anyway, still this is a question in outside. We have to answer clearly this question. No, that question is which one? What is the difference between? What is the difference between? What is the difference between row input and the input function? What is the difference between row input and input function? What is the difference between row input and input functions? Right, sir. In Python 2.x version, in Python 2.x version, row input can be used to read all the types of dynamic input, all the types of dynamic input, all the types of dynamic input, and it will return the dynamic input in the form of string. It will read all the types of dynamic input and it will return the dynamic input in the form of which one? String. That is the purpose. Right, sir. In Python 2.x version, row input can be used to read all the types of dynamic input and it will return the dynamic input in the form of which one? String. That is one. This is in Python 2.x version. Next one is which one there no? In the same continuation, in Python 2.x version, input function can be used to read any type of dynamic input, and it will return the dynamic input in the required format, and it will read the dynamic input in the provided format, not required, in the provided format. In the provided format, like which one can know? Int comma, float comma, like a bool comma, and so on. So this is in the case of which one can know? Python 2.x version. Both the functions are available. Right. What is this? What is the concept in the case of this Python 3.x version actually? In Python 3.x version, what is going on? In Python 3.x version, row input function is not existed. In Python 3.x version, row input function is not existed. Only input function is available. Input function is existed. Only input function is existed, and it is same as and it is same as row input function, and it is same as row input function of Python 2.x version. That is, input function is able to read all the types of dynamic input. It's able to read all the types of dynamic input, but it able to return all the types of dynamic input, but it able to return in the form of string type. But it able to return in the form of which one? String type. That's it. But it able to return in the form of which one? String type. In Python 2.x version, row input can be used to read all the types of dynamic input, and it will return the dynamic input in the form of string. In a Python 2.x version, input function can be used to read any type of dynamic input, and it will return that dynamic input in the provided format like int, float, bool, and so on. Next one. In a Python 3.x version, row input function is not existed. Only input function is existed, and it is same as row input function of Python 2.x version. That is, input function is able to read all the types of dynamic input, but it able to return in the form of which one? String type only. Right, sir. Anyway, if I go over some examples, easily we can understand these examples. No, few examples I want to provide on the basis of this. Now try to recognize these few examples. The basic awareness I provided. Okay, understand this. First, very simple example. I want to take one data. durgasoft solutions as an input I want to take and I want to display the data. Right, sir. Now let us check this. I want to take input data, durgasoft solutions as an input data, and I want to display that input data. That's my requirement. All of you also carefully. Sir, all of you have taken data, that interview question. Right. Say this. So now here already I prepared one program, small program I prepared. str is equal to input of enter data. str is equal to input of enter data in the sense what is going on? Input function will display enter data message. The cursor is available in the same line. If I enter the data will be taken by input function. The data will be written in the form of string. That value will be stored in which variable? No, str variable. Up to this clear. So data here we entered in the form of maybe we can enter some numeric data also no problem. But the numeric data is also be written in the form of which one? No, str. Any type of data we can enter, no problem. But the total data will be taken in the form of which one? str only, string type only. So in the form of str type only, the data is available. That str type data here we are able to display. Observe this clearly. I want to execute this program here. First of all, it is asking enter data. Enter data here. It is asking there. I am giving, for example, so Durga software solutions here are given. Durga software solutions are given. Okay, fine. Here we are getting output is which one? Same Durga software solution. Data here I displayed, sir. Next one is which one? Print of type of str I want to provide. Type of str. I want to show these points now. First of all, it is asking about enter data. I provided durgasoft for example. The data I'm displaying and type of the data also here I'm displaying. What is the type here we are getting? str. Right, sir. Let me execute one more time. Enter data. Say for example 10 I provided. What is this 10 actually? My thinking is which one? Integer. Right, sir. I provided. Output is which one? 10 we are getting. But type what we are getting now? str type. Good. Execute one more time. Now here I am providing which one here? 22.22. My thinking, I am entering which data no? Float data. If I click on enter button, what is the type here we are getting? str type one. Enter any type of data, but our input function will read the data in the form of which one? str type one. Moreover, in programming languages, string data type is having a special capability. What is that capability? It is able to represent any type of data. Integer is able to represent integer data, not float data. Float is representing only float data, not integer data. Bool is representing only Boolean data, not integer data, not float data. But string type is able to represent data of integer, of float, of a string, of bool, whatever it may be, any type of data. All the types of data here we are able to get that. This is what exactly the points here we can understand. Right, sir. Now here I shown clearly. So what exactly the points here I am providing here? Enter data. For example, here if I provide Durga software solutions, no, as is the data here we are able to get. This is my program. Very simple. So here I shown clearly input to function. Its implementation now. It will written in the form of string only. All the types of data that I have taken. Right. Now, just wait 1 minute. I will provide some output also. Right. And take this program. str is equal to input of enter data, print str, print the type of str, output is enter data colon, Durga software solutions, right? And Durga software solutions is an output, and a type I provided class str. That's it. Complete. Next one. Let's call second person. Next, another example here I want to provide. Say this one, and very simple example I want to take. Now we have to understand the points. Simple program. My program requirement is I want to enter two numbers as a dynamic input. I want to enter two numbers as a dynamic input. I want to enter two numbers as a dynamic input. Okay. After providing two numbers as a dynamic input, I want to perform arithmetic addition operation over the two numbers. 10 and 20 if I enter, I want to perform A plus B, that means 10 plus 20. 30 I want to display an output. That is my requirement. So what I have to do now? Listen, all of you know, for this I will write a program. A is equal to input. Here I need to provide which one? First value. Understand it? Again, which one? First value. Input of first value. First value will be displayed and input function will wait for the user dynamic input. When he enter dynamic input, when I click on enter button, that input value will be taken. That value will be stored in the form of which variable? A variable. Similarly, B is equal to input of, like what next one here now? Second value. Two values we require to perform input and output. That means to perform addition operation, two values we require. Now here, I'm taking which one? No? Second value. Observe this clearly. Here also what happened there? Input function will display second value message on command prompt. That means on console. Input function will wait for the user input. When user has entered dynamic input some value, when you click on enter button, then input function will read that input data. The data will be stored in which variable? B variable directly. Right, sir. Next one is after getting this first value and second value, remaining thing is which one? I want to display which one? No, all the values. Observe carefully. Print of A colon comma A. A value I am displaying. Right, sir. Next one is print of B colon comma B. A value and as well as which one? B value. Both the values here we provided. Next one is which one? Then after that, add addition of these two. I want to provide. Addition of these two. To perform addition of these two here, what we have to do now? Simply I have to write which one? A plus B. Let me complete it. Now I want to execute this program. Now observe carefully what is going on now. I will enter some values. Now try to guess it. What is the output we are able to get? I execute it. First value I need to enter. My first value is which one? 10. 10 I entered as a first value. 10 I provided as first value. Okay. Click on enter button. I click on enter button. Now it is asking about which one? No? Second value. Now I need to enter second value. What is that second value? 20. Observe carefully. If I click on enter button, it will perform addition operation and add colon A plus B. That value here I want to display. Alright, sir. Now all of you observe carefully. If I click on enter button, A plus B must be performed. What is the A value actually? 10. B value is which one? 20. A plus B, 10 plus 20. I'm expecting 30. 30 as an output I'm expecting now. Clear. But check it what I am getting now. What I am getting here, I am expecting 30, but here what I am getting now? 1020. 10 or 20 we are getting. What happened? Is it arithmetic addition operation or string concatenation? String concatenation. It is not arithmetic addition. It is which one? String concatenation. Why is that? Why we are getting string concatenation? Why we are getting string concatenation? So now A and B values are which one? String type. How can we say it is a string type? How can we say it is a string type now? That is input function. Input function. Already given information about input function. You can enter any type of data. That doesn't matter for input function. It will read the data. The data will be written in the form of which one? String type. Now A type and B type are which one? String. Between two string variables, if we provide plus operator. Between two string variables, if we provide plus operator, then which value? That means which operation will be performed now? String concatenation or arithmetic addition? String concatenation only here we are able to get, not like which one? String arithmetic addition. But my requirement is which one? My requirement is I want to perform which one? Arithmetic addition. My requirement is I want to perform arithmetic addition. I don't want to go for which one they know, like concatenation, string concatenation. If you want to perform arithmetic addition, we require the values in the form of integer or not. But we are having values, A value and B values are in which one? No, string values. But I require the values in the form of which one? Integers now. So if you want to perform arithmetic addition, we require the integer values. But here we have already which one? String values. So what I have to do now? What I have to do now? I need to convert the data from string type to into type or not. I need to convert the data from string type to into type. Then only I can perform which one? No? Arithmetic addition. So for this purpose here, what I am going to do now. So here, whenever we are getting the data, whenever we are displaying the data here, arithmetic. Before displaying the data, now here, what I want to do now, simply I want to take FL is equal to FL is equal to int of A SVAL is equal to what I need to provide now int of B. Means that we are converting the data from int type to string type. Right? String type to which one? Int type. We are converting the data from string type to int type. Okay. Then after that, I want to display which one there FL and SVAL or maybe AVAL and BVAL. No problem. We are getting the data. Now here we are performing operation must be or else might be. Here we can understand it clearly. Here I'll provide print of here what we need to provide FL FL colon, here we need to provide which one? FL. Next one is which one? Print of SVAL, print of SVAL, colon, comma, SVAL. That we provided. Next one is which one? Addition operation here I need to provide. Now tell me, to perform this addition operation, what we have to do now? FL plus SVAL. Okay, fine. Once you are getting this addition operation, no, I can perform subtraction and I can perform multiplication also. I can perform subtraction and I can perform which one? Multiplication also. Now tell me here clearly, print of here what we have to provide there no subtraction. Now here we need to provide which one? Comma. Now bracket. Now inside this bracket here what we have to do no? FL minus what next one no? SL. Next one is which one? Then after that print of multiplication comma. Then what next one here no? Here we need to provide which one here no? FL star SL. Like this here we can provide. So once we are getting values in the form of integers now, we can perform any type of calculations here. That's it. This is the program here we can understand. Now let me run this example. What exactly the output here we are able to get from this particular program. Output will be like which one? After this clearly, first value here I want to provide 10 now. 1 minute. That's it. After this clearly, I executed this program. Inside this program, what we are going to get output here? First value. First value is which one? 10 I provided. Okay. Second value it is asking it. Now the second value is which one? For example, like a 20 as a second value here I entered. Or else maybe I'm going to enter 5. 5 is the second value. First value is 10 and 5 is second value. And I click on enter button. If I click on enter button, observe this clearly. A value is which one? 10 now. B value is which one? 5. These are string type. This 10 and 5 are displayed as which one? No? String type. But FL and S value we are getting. These are which one? No? Int values. The next one here, what we are getting, observe this clearly. Add is which one? 15. Sub is which one? 5. Multiplication is which one? 50. Understand my point here? 15, 5 and 50. 15, 5 and 50. Understand it clearly. So these are the values here we have to understand. 15, 5 and 50. These values are existed. Understand it now. So arithmetic addition, subtraction and multiplication we perform. So here the importance of this particular program is which one? By using input function, we are unable to read data in the form of integer directly. In the form of float, we are unable to get. In the form of bool, we are unable to get directly. But if you want to get the data in the form of int, float, bool like this, then what we have to do? First, read data in the form of string only by using input function. Later on, convert that string data into which one? Respective data type, respective values, respective fundamental data types. So, convert the data from string type to the corresponding data type. No, we have already predefined functions. By using that predefined functions, we are able to convert data to the respective data type, respective type. So, all of you are getting it or not? So, for the sake of this particular reason only, I have taken this example. I have taken this particular example. Is it clear to all of you? No, no response. Right, sir. Now, so here, what we have to do now? Now, take this point now. First of all, right. Take this point. Then after that, I'll go for another concept. In a Python, input function is able to read data in the form of string type. Is able to read data in the form of string type. Even we enter the data of types into comma, float comma, bool, and so on. Right, sir. In Python, input function is able to read data in the form of string type. Even we enter the data of types int comma, float comma, bool, and so on. Full stop. If you want to get dynamic input, data in the form of the data types like int comma, float comma, bool, and so on. If you want to get dynamic input data in the form of the data types like int comma, float comma, bool, then we have to use the following steps. What are the steps here we have to use? No, step number one. Step number one. Read dynamic input. Read dynamic input in the form of by using input function. Read dynamic input in the form of string by using input function. And second one is which one? Then after that, second step is which one? Convert data from string type to 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 other data types like string type to other data types like other data types. Which one can know? Into comma, float comma, and bool and so on. Okay. So now example here we have to take example code. Already prepared a program on the basis of this. Simple example here we are able to provide. Sir, all of you have taken data and see this one convert the data from string type to other data types like int comma float comma bool. How it is now by using the predefined functions. By using the predefined functions like int of comma float of bool of and so on. That's it. The dynamic input in the form of string by using input function. Second one is which one? Convert data from string type to other data types like int, float, bool, and so on by using the predefined functions like int of comma, float of comma, bool of, and so on. Sorry, completed. That's example I provide. Now try to take this example also. Wait 1 minute. Let me take this output also. Let's wait 1 minute. I'll show this output also. Right. It's completed. Any reason you are expecting for this? Okay, just why I'm displaying that A value and P value. These two are string type values. FL and SL are displayed. Just my intention is these two are which one? Int values. Just for that particular reason only I displayed it. No particular reason for it. And there is no logic to ask this question also, man. But you are confusing for it, I don't know. No confusion here. The point is which one? Initially I've taken data in the form of string, A value and B value, that's why I displayed that. Again, why I'm displaying FL and S value, not by thinking about output actually. By thinking about which one, this FL and S values are which one? Int values. Previously, A value, B value, or string value. Of course, I did not display type value. If I display type value, you may get clarity now. But think in this point of view, all 4 times, that means 2 times we are getting that values 10 and 20. One set is which one? String values. Other set is which one? Int values. For that one, I have provided the data. But anyway, take this no problem. And moreover, 1 minute. And if you are not interested to take data, A value and B value, just we can leave it. It's not required. Just we can display FL and SL. That's enough. But my thinking is which one? Initially data is string type, and next data is which one? into type. That's why I displayed. Moreover, I'm displaying A value, B value like that. Next one, F value and S value like this. That's why I'm displaying the data. Right. That's it. Have you completed? That's it. Completed. Next one is after completion of this. So another example I want to provide. In this example, I want to take some employee data as an input and employee data I want to display as an output. Whatever the data I'm going to take as an input, same data I want to display as an output. That is my requirement. Employee data in the sense, which one can know? Employee data, like which one can know? Just employee number and employee name, employee salary and employee address. These details only. I want to take these details. Understand it, what I'm telling you. So as this I want to display the data. Let me check it. Okay, sir. Now, how we are going to provide this data? Another example for this. Check it. I want to take this employee data as a dynamic input. Then how it is possible? I want to use some shortcut mechanism also for taking this dynamic input. All of you understand this. I want to remove this program. See, first of all, directly, I need to take which one here? Employee number I want to take. Directly, I want to take in the form of which one? Integer. Employee number I want to get in the form of which one? Integer. So, ENO is equal to, can I use directly input of employee number? Can I use direct input of employee number? If I use input of employee number, then what will happen? 111 I will enter. That 111 value will be written in the form of which one? Single type. But in ENO, I want to store which one? Integer value. I want to store in the form of which one? Integer value. So what I have to do now? I want to return the data in the form of int. That's why what I will do, I will take int bracket here and here I want to provide bracket. That's it. Then what happens? First, the input function will be evaluated. User will enter 111 data. That 111 data will be written by input in the form of string. That will be the parameter to int function. That int function will convert that 111 value from string type to integer type. In this way also we can use which one? We can read dynamic input in the respective form. That's okay. Now tell me. Next one is which one? Ename. Ename. Ename I want to provide. Now here in ename, here what I want to do there no input of, here I have to provide which one can know employee name. Employee name. I want to provide like this. So here we are getting employee name. Now here also what happened there no? User may enter that employee name in the form of directly alphabet. Now tell me, employee name data is a string type data or not? Directly it is a string type data, not required to convert into any other one. That's it. Now here directly we can use which one? Input of employee name. That's it. This is another one. Next one is ESAL is equal to employee salary is equal to. Now here what we have to do now? If it is an employee salary, here what we have to do? Can I use like this input of directly employee salary? Can I provide directly employee salary like this? What will happen there? If I provide like this, for example, if I enter 10,000, the 10,000 value will be written in the form of which one? String. The string value will be stored in the form of BSAL. But my employee salary in the form of which one here I want to get? Float I want to get. Is it clear or not? Float I want to get here. After this clear, you know. So okay, if you want to get in the form of float here, what we have to do then now tell me, we need to use which one? Float open here and float closed here. That's it. So directly we are able to get in the form of which one? No. Float value here we are able to get. Okay. Employee salary is okay. Employee address here I want to provide. EADDR is equal to. Now here what employee address? Employee address is available in the form of string or not? In the form of string only here we are going to get that employee address now. Now here what we have to do that now input of directly here what we have to provide there now input of now I want to provide employee address. Employee address. So employee address here we provided. That value we are going to provide in the form of which one? String one. String one. In the form of string type only here we are able to get that employee address. No problem for this. Right, so this is the data here we are getting. Employee details here we are getting. That's okay. So next one is which one? Then after that, I want to check which one here. Some Boolean type also here I want to take. What is that Boolean type here I want to take? No, observe this clearly. So is that employee is a permanent employee? Is employee permanent employee? Like this, I will ask question. I want to take true or false values. I want to take which values? No, true or false values. Understand it clearly, no? So, is employees permanent employee? Say yes or no. I have to say. But instead of taking that say yes or no, I need to take which one? True or false. Understand my point? Or else might be. Then what I am telling there? Employee is employee. Or else employee is permanent employee. Like this, I will ask them. User has to say which one? No, true value. True. Like this. That Boolean value I want to get. So here, what I am telling there? Employee type. Employee type. RS might be employee type. I will ask that is equal to this. My intention is not in the point of application. My intention is to take a Boolean value. I want to take a Boolean value. That's my requirement. I'm not thinking about application requirement. I'm thinking about Boolean value conversion. I want to take now. So okay, what we have to do now? Can I write like this now? Input of employee. Right, sir. What I'm going to provide this input here now? Employee is a permanent. Employee is a permanent. Like this, I want to provide. Permanent is permanent. Or else maybe temp employee. Temporary employee. I want to take like this. Right, sir. Now tell me, I want to take which data here now? Maybe true or maybe false. So here, what do you have to do now? Tell me. Bull of. No. But the problem with this is which one now? Tell me. The problem is which one here now? If I take any string value, then we are able to get true. If you are not providing string value, just it is empty. If it is empty, then what that is which one? False value. So now think about it. In the case of Python, this is a problem. So if I say true or false, for example, if I say false now, but it will take true on internal. I get my point on it. If I take true, if I provide some string value, literally some string value if I provide, no, it will written in the form of which one? No, maybe true only. Understand my point? Even though I provided false now, but input function will return that false in the form of which one? String. And it will return now my bool function will take that value in the form of which one? No, true only. There is a problem with our string actually. Yes, sir. Am I right or not? Let me check it now whether it is going on the same thing or not. If it is available same thing, it's okay. I have to change the logic. Otherwise, might be I have to get might be some other content. Let me display this data now. Anyway, print off. Now I want to provide which one? They know employee details. Right, sir. Next one is which one? Print off. Online space here I want to provide. That's okay. Next one is print off. What do I need to provide? Employee number. Employee number, comma, PNO. Already data is available. Next one is which one there? Here we need to provide which one there? Employee name. That's it. Here we have to provide which one? Email. Print off employee salary. Employee salary, comma, it's available already. Next one is which one? Print off employee address. That's it. Now okay, we have to provide comma EADDR. That we are providing. Next one is which one? There no print off. Now what is this actually? Employee address here we have taken, and other thing is which one here? Other content is which one? Temporary employee or not? Temporary employee is this employee is temporary employee. Just I want to provide this. True or false values here I want to get. Now here what do we want to provide? You know, EMP type. Here I want to get. So now after this clearly, I prepared this total program. I completed this total program. But which type of output here we have to check. I'm not having any doubt about this total program, but only here last input point of view, I'm thinking about the output here. Let me check it. What I am going to get here. Print function, one line space here we are able to do it. Now let me check it. I executed this and I executed this here. What it is asking, you know, employee number 111. I'm able to get this data in the form of integer, no problem. Why? Because int of input. Employee name is which one? AAA. Okay, string value we are able to get. Employee salary is which one here? 10,000 something else. 10,000 point some zero, whatever it may be, float value that I provided here. 10,000.0. That's okay. So employee address, I want to take which one? Hyderabad, for example. Right, sir. Now, employee is a temporary employee that I've written. My intention is which one I want to provide, which one false. False are given. Let me check it. In output of point of view, what we are going to get. False I provide employee type. What we are able to get. As you understood typecasting concept previously. As you understood typecasting concept here, we have to justify, we have to understand this point. Even I entered false as a value, but here I'm getting which value, true value here. Why we are getting true value? In the case of bool function, previously what we discussed, if you provide empty string, then only we are able to get which one? Then only we are able to get which one? False. If it is not empty string, anything is available, even false is available. As a string, false is available, but it will take it as which one? True value only. Same thing was happened here. So what I have to do? Tell me, what we have to do now? What we have to do now? In the providing dynamic input, so if it is temporary employee, if you want to say it is true, then what we have to do now? Provide some input as true. If it is false, if you want to provide false value, don't provide any data. Just click on enter button. Empty string will be generated. Let me check it once again. Let me check it. If it is okay, then it's okay. Then I will make it. All right, sir. Now employee number 111, okay. AAA, okay. And employee salary will be 50,000.0 something else. Now employee address is which one? Hyderabad, for example. Now employee is temporary employee. If you want to provide it as which one there? If you want to provide it as a false now, if you want to provide it as a false now, then what we have to do? Click on which one here now? Enter. Now observe this clear. Now here, what we are getting there now? So in that way, we are able to get which one? No, Boolean values here. If you are not providing anything, click on enter button, then false it will take. Remember this point. In the future also in my application development, I may use this approach. Or else might be, if you don't want to display true or false values here, now in the input point of view, if you want to see, if you want to think about some other values, no, just before going to display the data, we have to compare, we have to check it. If the data is available or not. If the data is available, it is true. If the data is not available, it is false. Like this here, we are able to provide like this. But my intention is which one? Directly I want to convert from string type to which one? Boolean type now. That possibility I am showing. In general, this type of requirements you may not get in our applications. Asking this type of input to the user may not be happened. But why I'm providing this one, my intention is to convert data from string type to Boolean type. For that particular reason only, I'm using this type of input here. Don't have any thinking about it. Why we are asking this type of question now to the user? No, my intention is not to ask this type of questions to the user. My intention is which one? Whatever the dynamic input we are getting, the dynamic input I want to get in the form of which one? Boolean type. For that purpose, I have taken this particular content here. Otherwise, it's not required. Right, sir? If you want to make it is true, provide some data. If you want to make it is false, then what we have to do? Empty string. We have to provide. Don't enter any data. Then automatically that value will be taken as which one? False only. Right. Finally, now this is about clearly which one? No, the total application. We are able to read different types of data. Not only which one not only integer. I converted my data to int. I converted my data to float, and I converted my data to which one? No, bool. All the types here we are getting here. Is it clear or not? Okay, fine. Now this is about our content here. We have to understand. Now take this program also clearly. That's it. Wait, output no speaker I want to provide. Right, sir. Now here, I want to write one small point. All of you observe this. Here, what is the point I am telling there? What I have to provide there? To give false value, to give false as an input, to give false value, then don't provide any data. To give false value, then don't provide any data. Just remember this, as per that we can understand clearly. That's it. Now all of you take this program. Dynamic input by using input function or by using which one can know the content like this. That's it. Completed. So, completed. That's it. Completed. So, how you what we understood regarding this content, So how to take dynamic input we understood, and how to take the dynamic input in the form of which one required data types by using which one predefined functions like int, float, bool, and input function to take dynamic input. That's okay. Now I'm asking one more question to all of you. Try to answer for it. This is one of the important interview question. And outside, we have to answer for this question. If you complete it, then I'll ask this question. Yes, sir. All of you complete it. All of you are taking data. Right. My question is it possible to take more than one dynamic input by using single input function? Is it possible to take more than one dynamic input by using single input function? Listen, complete it. Tell me what is the answer for this? Possible or not possible? No? Possible or not possible? Not possible. Some of you are saying possible. Finally confirm it. Possible or not possible? Huh? Right. This is an assignment for you tomorrow. Try to complete it and come with the answer. It's an assignment tomorrow. Try to check in Google and try to get solution and try to prepare one program and come to me tomorrow's class. I'll give some solution for it. Yes or no? Still, I'm not decided for it. But tomorrow my answer is very clear. I'll give that answer clearly. Right? Right, sir. Answer we have to provide for this question. Tomorrow at what time we have to come here? Tomorrow at what time we have to come here? Tomorrow timing for our class is 10:30. 10:30 to 1. Tomorrow is Saturday, right? Yes, sir. Tomorrow 10:30 to 1. I will take our session. There I'm going to continue the same topic. Whatever the topic is available, same content I'm going to discuss with you. And tomorrow I'm going to provide online classes link also. Online classes link. If you want to attend through online, you can attend through online. Tomorrow link is not same link. Tomorrow link is not same link. Tomorrow's link is which one there? Python workshop link. For Python, I prepared one link. Sir, are you aware about it? Python workshop link. I prepared already. Previously, we have used it and use that Python workshop link to attend for this class. Tomorrow, workshop link I am going to provide. We can use that workshop link. Python workshop link is available. It is not same as Java workshop link. Java workshop link is different. Python workshop link is different. Right, sir. So Python workshop link definitely it will work, sir. Right. Try to use that. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. And tomorrow at 10:30 we will meet.